Hey everybody, sorry I am late. It's one of those busy weekdays. I see you on here. Hi Vicky, so glad to see you. Thanks for hopping on. Hi Michelle. Thank you. Oh my gosh, I was running so late today. I am so sorry. I'm so excited to be diving into this topic of diabetes and your feet. For those of you who don't know, I am diabetic. I was diagnosed with diabetes. Hi, Jeanette. I was diagnosed with diabetes in 2020 at the height of the pandemic. I literally had a doctor's appointment and she was like, your A1C is at 8.6. I was like, what does that mean? She's like, you're diabetic. I was like, oh my gosh. But I was able to beat diabetes in 5 months. And that was strictly like really changing my diet and taking like one metformin a day. I ended up getting it down. So now my life is all about maintaining. For those of you who are diabetic, you know what I'm talking about. Like you always have to watch your sugar. You have to watch your exercise. You have to watch your sugar levels and make sure your sugar levels are not drastically different. And there's choices that you always have to make as a diabetic. So I am here today because I think I'm going to start talking about diabetes more on this channel during the weekday. And I'm going to um, really like focus on when I talk to you here, like products and processes, like because I want to help you while I'm helping myself. I also want to help you. It just manage this thing called diabetes. Okay, so let's talk about diabetes and your feet. All right, so a lot. I did not know that I was diabetic, but I was having neuropathy in my feet. So neuropathy is like nerve tingling. It's a sign that your nerve system is responding to the high amount of sugar, and so it's called neuropathy. That's the name for the tingling that you feel in your feet. And I remember my feet would hurt so bad, and they would just tingle, and it would be painful. It would be painful. Like I had to sit down. Like I remember one time sitting down saying, you know what, I'm not tired, but my feet hurt a lot. My feet hurt, but my brain's not tired. So something's wrong with my feet. And I did not know that I had neuropathy in my feet. Okay. And this was before I got diagnosed in 2020. I've actually, since I've gotten my A1C down to 5 something, I have not experienced neuropathy since. Not since, because I'm very like aware of my situation and what I eat and my sugar, pricking my finger and all kinds of stuff. So, but the neuropathy comes from, so your feet is the furthest thing away from your heart. Your feet is the furthest thing away from your heart. So, the blood circulation is not as good. Y'all, did y'all know that diabetics are 60% of all amputations? Did y'all know that? Did y'all know that diabetics are 60% of amputations in the United States? I think in the United States. But whatever it is, that's just like too high. Like two numbers in a number is just like too high. But that's why that diabetics get amputated, because once you get an infection in your foot or something like that, you don't have the circular blood circulation to start that healing process, and actually that infection can go up into your body. So that's why I'm having this conversation about feet, because nobody think about their feet. Diabetics don't think about their feet. A lot of diabetics don't even have foot doctors. You need a foot doctor when you're diabetic. You need a foot doctor. Actually, it's so funny because I was talking to my husband. I was like, I'm going on YouTube Live to talk about diabetes and feet, and I got a foot doctor appointment tomorrow. I do. I have a foot doctor appointment tomorrow. So make sure you get a foot doctor. Make sure that you are really conscious of your feet. Your feet are so important. And I want to stop amputations. If I can stop people from getting amputations by teaching them about the importance of their feet, that's what I'm going to do today. Hi, Trika. Happy belated birthday. Okay. That sounds good. Janice said, I was told I have diabetes about 1 year ago. I need this. I have a foot doctor. Oh, great. You have a foot doctor. Okay, great. Yeah. So when I first met my foot doctor, he was surprised. I'm very knowledgeable. So he was like, did you know this? And I was like, yes. And I knew this. He was like, okay. So I was like, I figured if I study everybody else, at least I can do a study myself and know about diabetes. Um, Hi, Vicky. Vicky said my brother is diabetic and he has a foot doctor. Great, great. So if you know diabetics, make sure they have a foot doctor. So what you're gonna do, what I want to show you is how to take care of your feet today. That's all right with y'all. I know this is like feet, but we're gonna talk about smelling good feet. We ain't gonna talk about no stinky feet. Okay. So how do you take care of your smelling good, looking good feet? Okay. So what you're going to do as a diabetic, and this is what I did not know, is that you're going to inspect your feet every single day. That's right. I said every day. So my routine is that I take a shower, I wash my feet, and I'm going to tell you how I wash my feet in a minute. And then when I get out, I dry my feet so dry. Y'all, you have to dry your feet. Don't leave moisture between your toes. Get the towel in between your toes, your heels. Dry your feet all the way every time you get out the shower. And I always take bedroom shoes because here's another thing, diabetics. You are not supposed to walk barefoot. Now, my doctor, he's been lenient. He's like, over the summer, you want to wear sandals, just don't wear them all the time. I try my best not to wear sandals, even though I think I got some cute feet. But I try my best not to wear sandals because that's where your foot is exposed to like dirt and like things. You can get nails in your feet. And these things, like a nail in the foot of a regular person, that regular person is going to heal, but a nail in the foot of a diabetic could lead to an amputation. So you just have to be really careful about your feet. Keep your feet covered. So as soon as I get out the shower, dry my feet, I put either socks on or bedroom shoes on. I do not walk around my house barefoot. No, because if people walk on my floor with their shoes, and I don't know, my husband does work around the house. I don't know, somebody drops a nail or somebody's bringing some type of fungus in here on the bottom of their shoe. So even in my house, I walk around with bedroom shoes on or with socks on. So you will rarely see me. Maybe when I go out with the girls, I'll put like some sandals on. That's for an hour or two. If I can, I always take another pair of shoes with me or some socks with me every time I go out. So after I finish dancing the night away with my girls, I can put my socks back on when I get into the car. I would love to get some answers and or time on how many carbs you eat a day. Well, Janet, I can't help you with that. I do not track carbs. Sorry, boo. I do not track carbs. I track my sugar levels. Because I feel the carbs don't help me. I really don't care about carbs. I'm not really trying to lose weight. I'm just trying to keep my sugar in check. So I don't count carbs, but what I do though is I check my sugar levels and I try to manage those. Sometimes I notice my body is getting easier for my sugar levels to go up. So, and it's at certain times during the day, like at night, my sugar levels be trying to go up, you know what I'm saying? So I might have to exercise or drink more water or do some stuff to get that sugar down. But I don't track carbs, I track sugar. I do not eat a lot of sugar. I watch what I eat. And that has been working with me. I've never ever tracked calories ever in my whole process. And I've lost 20 pounds and I've never tracked any calories. You're welcome. um, so this is how you're going to wash your feet. So I bought some tools to show you about how I wash my feet. So diabetics should always use a pumice stone. So I bought the pumice stone, or you can do something like this. Y'all see this? You should be using this every day. Every day. Wash with this part and pumice with this part, because you want to keep that dead skin off your feet as a diabetic too. That dead skin and don't pick that dead skin. That's why you need a foot doctor. You pick that dead skin, then you're creating a sore. It's just, don't do that. We want to prevent that. If you're diabetic, you won't be mad. I have stopped getting pedicures. I do not go to the salon anymore. And I do not get pedicures with my feet as a diabetic because I have seen people get infections from getting their feet done, and there's nothing to shake a stick at. It is terrible. You get this big pus thing in your toes, and then you got to go get surgery and multiple days of surgery on that toe. Y'all, I seen it happen to a non-diabetic person. It was horrible. If something like that happens to a person with diabetes, that could be deadly. So even my foot doctor, he's like, don't go get your toes done. You better get your own stuff, do your own toe. So that's what I do, y'all. I do my own pedicure. I got my own, and I do use this. I just when you use something like this, just don't use it hard. Like be gentle with your feet. Don't stick this all up in your feet all hard. Just gently take, clean under the nail with this. So what I do when I wash my feet in the shower with something like this or a pumice stone like this. And then I get out the shower, I dry my feet, and then y'all, I found this stuff at Walmart. Y'all look at this. Who got this? Does somebody got this? It's called Dr. Teal's Foot Care. It's at Walmart. Foot Care Therapy. Y'all see that? Dr. Teal's Foot Care Therapy, gentle exfoliant with pure Epsom salt. Gentle exfoliant with pure Epsom salt. Softening remedy, aloe, and coconut oil. I like anything with coconut oil. My skin loves coconut oil. Um, it says soothes away rough, dry skin, softens heels and calluses, leaving feet touchable and softer. Y'all, this stuff is so potent. Like I just use a little bit, and I use it on like the edge of my big toe, and I use it on the bottom of my heel. Oh, yeah, you got it, Trika. You got the whole line. It's some more stuff. I only bought this. So what I do, I pretend this is the side of my big toe. I rub this stuff on the side of my big toe, and I rub this stuff on my heel, and then I put my socks on. Y'all, what I say, baby, my feet be smooth as butter when I be. And so that's what my foot doctor said too. You want to keep your feet moist, but you don't want to put anything between your toes. Do not put lotion between your toes. So I just do it on the rough areas, And then I have my own pedicure stuff. Like I have my own cleaner, my own scrubber. This is one thing I use when I do my pedicure. So I use this to clean my nail beds, like that. So I buy my own stuff to do my own pedicure. So yeah. So you love the body lotion? Oh, I haven't. This is the only thing I've tried in the Dr. Teal's, the foot care therapy. I haven't really tried the body lotion because I use Bath and Body Works. But so all this that I'm talking about is like foot hygiene. So as a diabetic, you want to make sure you have really good foot hygiene. Okay. And the only way you can do that is if you stand. You don't have to stand in the mirror, but when you get out the shower, inspect your feet. Foot inspection every day, every day, every day, every day. Cover your feet every day, every day. Cover your feet, cover your feet. Don't leave your feet out. Don't walk around the house barefoot. You said the product is amazing. I know, man, this thing softened the crap out my feet. I was like, yo, who came up with this? This stuff is the truth. So y'all, if Dr. Teal, if y'all looking, I would love to be a sponsor of y'all products. I just saying. This is not sponsored, but I wouldn't mind. And so when you inspect your feet, you want to check for spots. So you want to check if anything abnormal, any discoloration in your feet. If you have discoloration in your feet, set up a doctor appointment immediately because that could be attached to infection. If you have discoloration in your nail bed, set up a doctor's appointment immediately. That could be infection. So you got to inspect your feet and make sure you don't have any dark spots, black spots. Black spots are signs of fungus. It's signs of damage. It may be signs of damage, like you may have a sore. So you want to check out black spots if you have them on your feet. Joan said, hi, Joan. I have Dr. Teal's body washes and Epsom salts and use for self-care Sunday. Ooh, that's a good idea, Joan. Make sure you put some on your feet. You got this one, Joan, the foot care therapy. Yeah, so use that. Another thing you need to inspect are your shoes. Inspect your shoes. People like, but I gotta inspect my feet and my shoes. Yep. I'm telling you, I gotta talk about a day in the life of a diabetic. I have to be so conscious of everything. I have to be so conscious of everything, y'all. So when you put your shoes on, if I stick my foot in the shoe and I feel anything, I hurry up and take my shoe off. Because it may be a spider in my shoe. It may be a bug in my shoe. It could be anything in my shoe. What is that in my shoe? Like, no, you don't want to have anything in your shoe that can damage your feet. And anything could fall in your shoe. I mean, I wear Uggs. I wear like Ugg boots. And you can't see what's in that boot before you put your shoe on. So you got to shake it out, stick your hand in there first. No, I don't, but I will add to my collection. Okay. So I wanted to talk about diabetics and feet, because if I can stop infection in your feet, amputation, that's what I wanted to do. So I wanted to leave this last part for Q&A. Does anybody have any questions for me in terms of diabetes and your feet? I am going to come on here every Wednesday and show what I do as a diabetic to take care of myself. I'm showing this today. I might show some food next week. I don't want to I want it to be like natural what I share with you. So you can see like somebody like me, an African American woman with diabetes, sharing with you what I go through as a diabetic. I don't see that a lot on YouTube or anywhere else. I don't see like a lot of Black women just real authentically like sharing their trials and tribulations with this disease. And so I want to start being that person that is open and honest about what I go through, because it's a disease that nobody sees. It's a disease that you can't feel, but it is one of the most deadliest diseases out here. And if I can use my platform to inform other people and have them feel like somebody is in it with them and we're doing this together, like that's what I'm going to do. All right. Oh, I got a question. Janet had a question. Wait, Janet. Janet, you had a question. Janet, put your question back in there, boo. I'm sorry. All right. Michelle says, what about nail polish? How long to keep it on? Oh, thank you, Michelle. I forgot about nail polish. Thank you. So my doctor told me, I don't know what your foot doctor told you, but my doctor told me that nail polish is not good for your toes, your feet. So you know how people leave nail polish on until it just goes away by itself? He said you should only have nail polish on for about 3 weeks tops, and then take it off for 3 weeks. So you have it on for 3 weeks, then you take it off for 3 weeks. Then you have it on for 3 weeks, and you take it off for 3 weeks. He said there's toxins in nail polish, y'all. I didn't know this. I did not know there's toxins in nail polish. I mean, you have to use that like stuff to get it off, but I didn't know toxins was in nail polish, y'all. Yeah, that was crazy when he told me that. I was like, Dad, take my nail polish off. So so I'm gonna do it because if it's toxins in nail polish, I don't want it on my feet. So I'm gonna do my own nails. I'm gonna continue to buy my own polish. I'm not gonna get pedicures, and I'm gonna do the 3 weeks on, 3 weeks off of nail polish on my toes. Joan says, my sister always used the diabetic lotions that was recommended by her doctor. Have you used any of those diabetic lotions? No, I still use Bath and Body Works and stuff like that. This is the only diabetes related lotion. Wait, stop. You know what I did? When I first was diagnosed, my skin used to be real dry, and I did use diabetic lotion, and it worked. I mean, it worked. But my skin, because my numbers are low and my sugar's not that high anymore, like I don't need the lotion, so I use Bath and Body Works. But I remember when I first got diagnosed, when my A1C was high, it was like 8.6, and I had dry skin. I was actually getting like rashes on my skin. And then I went out, and I think Suave have diabetic lotion? Like there's a brand out there that in CVS you can go get a diabetic lotion. So I use that temporarily. I didn't use that a lot. Oh, I answered Janet's question. Oh, okay. Why does my toes get dry? It's new for me on my big toes. I don't know, but Janet, did you say you have a foot doctor? What did your foot doctor say about that? Like, I know my doctor says it's dangerous to have dead skin on your feet. It's dangerous to have dead skin. So that's why you have to use a pumice stone This stone right here smooths out your skin and and stops your skin from getting that like dead skin on it. So if your toes are dry, Janet, you might need some exfoliating Epsom salt type stuff. So Janet, just try this lotion and see if that works for your dry skin on your feet. She says she says what on it? I don't understand that. She says, Janet, is that what you meant to say? I think it might be something spelled wrong. The doctor says, oh, some type of cream. Yeah, I will use whatever the doctor says to put on it and see if it works. Cause I just respect foot doctors. Like they obviously know something more than me. So I know my doctor, he's cool. He was like spraying water on my feet. And I was like, "Ooh, that's cold." He was like, "Good, you still have feeling in your feet." I was like, "Dang, my doctor's something else." I was like, he was like, "Cause that's the first sign you're in trouble, right? Because diabetics stop having feeling in their feet. You stop feeling anything, pain or anything. Like your feet goes numb." So thank God my feet are not numb. I can feel cold. I can feel hot. Some diabetics cannot feel cold or hot on their feet. Their nerves are gone. Okay, so I'm trying to prevent that. I'm trying to prevent that. All right. So thank y'all. Thank y'all for coming. Oh, Eucerin. Oh, Eucerin. Okay. Thank you, Joe. Yes, Eucerin is a good cream too. Yep. I've heard of Eucerin is good. Yep. So all right, y'all. I didn't plan on being here long, only 30 minutes. I'll try to come on here every Wednesday for 30 minutes to talk about a diabetic topic. I'll bring like products, I'll bring things. I'll talk about my trials and tribulations with trying to manage everything. And just like helping other people understand diabetes. Like I was talking to one person and I was saying, oh, I can't eat that sugar. And it was like, I thought you said you ain't have diabetes no more. So it's so cute. People think diabetes goes away. It does not go away. Once you're diabetic, you have to constantly manage it to keep it down, or it's going to come back. It's going to get high. Like those numbers, you have to manage to keep the numbers low, or else it's going to go high. But my numbers may show that I'm not diabetic. Like a 5, an A1C of 5 shows you're not diabetic. But it doesn't mean that if I eat sugar, that I won't go back up. If I eat sugar, it's going back up. So I have to maintain. You see what I'm saying? Um, okay, thanks. I'm about to hop off too. Oh, you use Eucerin for eczema. Yeah, I used to use Eucerin for eczema with my kids. All right, y'all. I gotta go. Thank you so much. I hope this was helpful. Let me know in the comments if this was helpful for you. I'm gonna try to come on every Wednesday. We're gonna do Diabetes Wednesday and just have a great conversation. So if you have friends and family with diabetes, make sure you refer this channel to them. And I will see you next Wednesday as we talk about another topic. All right. Be healthy, keep that sugar down, and I'll see you next time. Bye, y'all.